Hey, what's up out there? It's Yanni back with another comic haul. As usual, way behind. And I'll show you how far behind I am on some books in a little bit here. But first up, I got some books from an online store. Check these two out. I've really been on the lookout for Spectacular Spider-Man number 64 for a while. And I haven't been able to get a nice copy for a price that I wanted to pay. And this store, as I've said before, I'm a sucker for the big sales. I ended up getting a VF copy for $9.22, and it's a really nice VF. The only issue I see is, I don't know if it's a little bit, mainly it's just got this white edge on it where the staple isn't right on the center of the book. Other than that, I think it's a beautiful copy. And also, this is one, keep a lookout for that if you don't already know about it. I mean, that one's been going up the past 6 months. Also, this one is one that I feel is really underrated right now. It is the first appearance of Quasar in the uniform, in his costume. Now, Captain America 217 is the first appearance of Wendell Vaughn, who is Quasar, and this is Hulk 234 is his first kind of appearance in costume. So, I know that Cap 217's been real hard to find. I haven't been able to find one out in the wild. But I was happy to get this one for $9 as well for a near mint. So, another Radar book. Keep a lookout for it. See here. Alright, we got Teen Titans number 4 from the New 52. This is the first appearance of Impulse in the New 52. I mean, it's one of the older New 52s. Cover price $3. I paid $3.85 for it, so I'm not too upset about that. I also got Superman, Batman number 10. This is the Jim Lee cover, and this features Doomsday in the story, which with the new movie coming out, Superman, Batman, and it's going to have Doomsday in it, this could be a book that picks up a little bit more. You know, Man of Steel 17 and 18 have already taken off with the first appearance of Doomsday. This one, I only paid $1.50 for this. So, man. So I had to pick up 2 of them. Got 2 of those. More DC, I got Superman 700, which is the first appearance of Terry McGinnis, who eventually becomes Beyond Batman, or Batman Beyond. Plus, it's just a cool book to have. You know, it's one of those anniversary issues, so it's thicker. I paid for that one $2.50. A couple X-Men books. X-Men, from the regular X-Men series, the first series, number 4. This is the first appearance of Omega Red. Nothing overly special about this book right now, but you never know with X-Men. And I mean, Omega Red was became somewhat of a character, major character. I paid $2.50 for that one. Another X-Men book, Generation X number 40. This is the first appearance of Monica St. Croix, who eventually ends up being an X-Men. Another, you know, kind of a key X-Men book. Modern sub-key, I'll call it, if you're gonna tier key books. Key, sub-key, double sub-key. You know, nothing too special about it. $3.20 again. This one I think I showed last time. Warzone, Punisher Warzone number 7, First Lady Punisher. Lynn Michaels, I believe is her name. Just picked up another copy of it because it was only $1. How about this? Age of Ultron book 10, which is the last issue of the Age of Ultron series. This is the polybagged copy. This is the first appearance of Angela in Marvel. And yes, I'm talking about that Angela from Spawn. Who is in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, as popular as this Spawn #9 is, I'm surprised this book isn't more popular right now. It still is. This whole Age of Ultron series, depending, you can find them in a dollar box, but they are, you know, $5 minimum for any of them, for the most part. I paid $4 for this, and I had it on my list for a month and a half or so, so I didn't mind paying that for it. Cool book to have. Angela, first Marvel appearance, and it's got Guardians of the Galaxy tie-in. Last books I got from there, another hot book that you've probably seen, New Guardians #2, first, shoot, forget the guy's name. Guy that does cocaine to make snow. And it's got a scene of him. I was going to open this up. Shoot, I'll open it up. What the heck is his name? Oh well. But anyway, it's kind of a controversial book. I also found out that New Guardians #1 is pretty controversial as well. It's got like a vampire who spreads AIDS. And somebody told me that basically the New Guardians were this group that the books were about these superheroes fighting kind of current issues and stuff that goes stuff that you can kind of relate to, and books usually don't tackle it. I mean, a vampire spreading AIDS is pretty crazy. Also, boom, you got that guy blowing it up. You know, just a couple crazy stories. But anyway, I was able to get this. Whenever I hear about a hot book, I usually check different online sources, and this one still had not moved in price, even though it was going for 20 or more on eBay. So I got this for $1.15. So I picked up 3 of them near mint. If anybody wants one, you know, I'd be more than happy to talk about a trade. I don't need 3 of them. So happy to have those. Local comic store, which I'm really starting to like a lot more every time I go there. Picked up, they have really good quarter, 50 cent and dollar, very minimal dollar box, but they keep it fresh, and they have quarter box, which is nice. And I found this one in there as I was checking out. 68, I don't even have bags and stuff for these yet. 68 #1, this is cover B. This is zombies in the Vietnam War, and for a quarter, I couldn't believe to find this. This is a $10 book in near mint, but I tried to flatten it a little bit. You can see it's got some cover issues in it. It was a little curled on the spine, but keep a lookout for those too, because I didn't know anything about them until I saw Mercenat's video about the one shot that he picked up. They did a one shot, then they did a 4-issue series, and that's #1 of the 4-issue series. Ascension #0, Wizard Special Edition. Cool book to get. It's Wizard and Top Cow. I got it for a quarter. I had been looking for it. I'll pick that up for a quarter. Any of those Wizard Zeros or halves. Weird War Tales #1, Vertigo, 1 of 4, a quarter. Just a cool, kind of weird stories. I just really picked it up, not for the value, just kind of wanted to read it, see what it was about. I got another Powers #1, which I think I showed last time. I think I had thought last video I had showed some of these books, but I realized I hadn't yet. I got Powers was a quarter. Tarzan limited series 1 and 2 are in here. They were a quarter each. And I got a Wolverine #1. I think this is from volume 632 of the Wolverine. They just rebooted for volume 677, I think. More quarters. Runaways #1. Really? Okay, I'll take that. How about a #2? White cover, which is hard to find without some, because a lot of these ended up in the dollar box, and these are worth, you know, $10, $8-10. And a #4, which is another white cover, and these white covers are really nice. I mean, they didn't get any black on them somehow. For a quarter each, take that all day. 50 cent was Superman 78, which is after Superman dies, and then you can see Doomsday there, Cyborg, Superman. I didn't have this one yet. I just got a Spider-Man filler that I needed, 45, which is number 486. I think I paid $1 for that. I was surprised to find this for $1 too. Sometimes he'll put his old stock that he doesn't sell in the dollar box. And Todd number 8, which this actually has sold out, another white cover, and it's bone white still for $1. I mean, I'll take that all day. I haven't got into the series, but I heard it's pretty good. Some of the back issues I got. She-Hulk number 6, just a cool cover. That's pretty much why I got it. I have one. Not really into collecting the whole series because there's not a whole lot of value in it. Maybe there will be someday, but right now there isn't. And this one I think is just a cool cover, which could have some potential. $3.50 for a VF. And this was another book I thought I had shown, but last video I showed you 21 and 22 of the regular editions that I got, and then I also got this one for $3.50 for a VF, which is the variant, which is the first appearance of the Marvel zombies at the end. Fantastic Four as zombies. So very cool book to have. And I was at shop, and I actually have gotten more stuff from that shop. I just am behind in showing you, so look out for more of that on the way. Here's some stuff from just like an antique mall flea market, actually an indoor flea market I guess is what it is. This guy just had like some 50-cent and dollar boxes, nothing major. I found a Deadpool number 3 from his first ongoing series. Pretty nice copy, a little at the top there, a little issue, but Amazing Spider-Man 421. Nothing special about it, but I was at like 450 or something. He's like, "Can you find another book to throw in?" I didn't have that one yet. I picked this up just because Black Cat, she's pretty hot as far as people liking her cover. Maybe you're thinking otherwise, but it's a cool cover. It's Terry and Rachel Dotson, pencil and ink, and Kevin Smith was the writer on this. And this is issue number 1. It's not worth a whole lot. You can probably find it in a dollar box, but I've been wanting to check it out. And I also found about 4 of these Amazing Spider-Man 101 reprints, which they were like in really nice shape for 50 cents. And these are ones that Morbius is kind of getting hot again. He was in at the end of Amazing Spider-Man, and 101 is his first appearance. You know, for 50 cents it was a good investment for sure. Alright, so keep a lookout for those. Here's a couple eBay purchases. I got a Wolverine number 10, which was my second copy of that. Kind of an upgrade, but except I thought it was going to be, and it has a little blister at the corner. Not really gonna focus on it, but I paid $7.50 for that, which I'm happy with that. And I also got this Conan 23 for $7.50. This is like the first cameo appearance of Red Sonja. 24 obviously has her on the cover, which you may think, you know, that's probably what most consider her first full appearance. But for $7.50, this thing was very good, fine. And I think it's like that. Mostly it's a little bit of yellowing and a little bit of a corner issue, but the spine looks really nice. Red Sonja is kind of always hot. You never know when she's going to heat up more. Some more eBay stuff. I got, this is all from one seller. Really good prices on these. I got a New Mutants 87, the second print, which you can tell by the gold cover, first cable. And they threw in 93, which has Wolverine on the cover, and also Alpha Flight 106, which is a pretty key book, just as far as comic collecting goes and comic scripting. And this is Northstar as you've never known him before. This is when he comes out as being gay. Pretty key moment in comic book history. And I was reading up on it a little bit, and they had announced that before it came out. So I guess people snatched them up pretty quick because they figured it'd be a key book. So this one actually did go to a second printing, and the second print has Alpha Flight in blue letters. So each of those I got for $2 each, and they're all near mint. Also picked up from that seller a Deadpool #1 from his current series. Got that for $3. I seem to be getting a lot of Deadpool lately. I don't know if I'm falling into it. I really liked Superior Spider-Man couple issues with him, and kind of regained some interest in Deadpool. And my last pickup from this same seller on eBay was Ultimate Spider-Man #33, the first appearance of Venom in the Ultimate Universe. And this one I paid $2 for, surprisingly, for near mint. So I was really happy about that. It's kind of somewhat underrated, I think. You know, the Ultimate Universe stuff, it kind of is all over the place, besides Ultimate Spider-Man #1, really. Breaking that $100 barrier. I mean, you never really know what's going on with him. This one, though, I mean, it's a cool cover. It's, you know, Brian Michael Bendis, Mark Bagley. So, cool book. Put that on your radar. I think that's all I'm going to go through right now. Like I said, I got a ton of more books, but I'll just keep this one short. Thanks for watching. I'll have another video hopefully within the week, and keep trolling those dollar boxes.